of the dying and shameless, I see of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory, yeah. Don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
Hello everyone and welcome back to BVI Pilots. I am your host John, glad to be with you once again. And it is time for TFM Sneak Peek Week 8. We've got Andy here with us, and I've already got the window open for the P3D. We've got the TFM loaded, and yeah, exciting stuff happening for Week 8. Andy, welcome back to the show, my friend. I will let you, as always, just kind of guide me along, and yeah.
Yep.
Guys, remember, please, we've got the chat box shut down. There might be times when we open it up, but not every time we do this, because, you know, there's just not enough time to do the sneak peek and then go through a bunch of questions. Maybe once a month or something, we'll talk about it. But remember, you can leave your comments down below if you've got suggestions, thoughts, ideas. That's what it's for. So please leave your thoughts down below, and me and Andy will go back, we'll look at them, and bring it up to next week. All right? And don't forget, before we get started, to check out the blog. You can find that at talkingflightmonitor.com/blog. That is talkingflightmonitor.com/blog. B as in Bravo, LOG as in golf. All right, Andy, welcome, and we're ready to rock and roll, man. How you doing?
No, not too bad. And
good deal.
As always, TFM preview is used at your own risk. It is a pre-release build. You can find it at talkingflightmonitor.com/preview-releases. And this is week 8, where we cover anti-ice. So, what would you normally think of when you use anti-ice? Well, we'll put it this way. How many parts do you think there are to anti-ice?
How many parts?
Yeah, how many parts to anti-ice do you think there are?
I mean, there's probably quite a few. I mean, I would guess that there's quite a few, because I'm only saying that because I'm considering that there's probably things that we don't really know that get, activated or monitored or whatnot, like pressure, stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm guessing there's quite a bit.
Well, there are, at last count, 28 different pieces to anti-ice.
Wow.
Yeah, and what's really weird about it, there's like less than 10 switches. And the rest of them are indicators or lights.
Goodness. That's, wow, man.
Yeah, and the thing about it is you don't know how much is on a plane until you actually are building for one. Not it be a real one, but sure enough, close enough to a real one. So let us go and open up the cockpit panels.
Let me get
and we'll go to center.
Let me activate the battery here real quick, because otherwise How do I get to the battery in this? Where's the battery? Is it under?
It's in electrical. It's in electrical.
Electrical.
If I remember, it's on the forward overhead.
Forward overhead. Okay, here we go. I just want to get you guys, let me get the electrical here. Fuel, navigation display. Here we go, electrical. I'm just going to hit the battery selector to on. I guess that would be good, wouldn't it? Just turn that on and hit ground power.
Hit ground power, yep.
Do I turn on the battery too, or do I go to ground power and just hit ground power?
You should be able to just hit ground power.
Okay. I don't think they give me. Okay, I gotta hit battery, I guess, because it says off, so I need to go.
Oh, yeah, battery, then ground
on.
power.
And then it says ground power off. Alt plus R.
Speed brake armed.
There we go. We got ground power on. I'm gonna turn up my audio a little bit. I'm gonna turn yours up a little bit. That way you're still heard over all this, Andy. Let me. Guys, sorry about that, but I want to make sure I can show you guys the stuff the right way, you know. Alright, here we go. We'll turn Andy up. Go ahead and say something, Andy, as I'm adjusting volume here.
Yeah, I'm saying something.
There you go.
Don't mind my don't mind my coffee pot.
Hey, gotta have that coffee, brother. Gotta have it. I'm gonna close a couple windows here.
I'll have to build an airplane if you need it.
Yeah. Let me close a couple windows here, you guys. I don't wanna. Close that window. We'll close that window. Too many windows, Andy. Too many windows. I'm sure you know how that is, don't
Airplanes are made out of windows.
you? You ain't kidding.
Yep.
They definitely are.
What's nice about it is I have a standard window layout that I use when I do this stuff.
Yeah, I usually do, and I keep forgetting that, you know, you can make more than one desktop. Like you can do like, what is it? What is it? Control Alt right arrow or Control Windows Alt right arrow, and it creates a new desktop.
No, it's Control. Well, so it's Control Alt D to create new desktops, Control Alt F4 to delete desktops, and it's actually Alt Window. No, Control Windows. So it's Control Windows D to create one, Control Windows F4 to delete one, and Control Windows left and right arrow to move between them.
That's what it is. Control Windows D.
And then you can always.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And then if you want to, you can always press Windows Tab, and you can go to the list of virtual desktops. You can right click it and rename it so it can be like, so you can have a name on it instead of just desktop 1 through whatever. You can have one
What if you hit Windows?
actually named something.
Windows, Control Windows Tab?
It's Windows plus tab. No, it's just Windows plus tab, and it'll take you to the task view window. And if you go over to the list of desktops, you can right click it and rename it.
Oh, dude, that's
Like you
cool.
could call it simulator add-ons, you know,
I'm
whatever.
guessing you'd want to create them before you start opening stuff, because you can't move something to a specific desktop, can you, if it's already running? Like, you know what I mean? You gotta have it.
Yes, you can.
Oh,
No, you can move it. So, yeah, so like,
nice.
let's say for an example, I have my desktop number 4 is social, is what I have it renamed. So,
Uh-huh.
what I did, I came up with the idea because I had too many windows. I'm like, well, you know, this, like Team Talk and Discord and stuff like that, I don't need like immediate access to all the time while I'm doing things. So I pressed, well, Team Talk server window had focus. I pressed Windows tab. I right clicked on that window, and there's a drop down option called Move To, and you have your current desktops. The last thing in that menu is Move to New Desktop. So I did that, and it just created a 4th desktop, and then I went up and renamed it.
Oh, and then you can just move it to where you want it. That is really cool. I'll have to keep that in mind.
And then you
So-
could just move things.
So there
Move
you go,
things
guys.
around.
Control
Yep.
Windows D is a new desktop. Control Windows F4 deletes it. Control Windows left arrow and right arrow goes between the different desktops. And Windows Tab will take you to the
Takes you Task View Manager,
to the
yeah.
Task View Manager, and then you can manage that stuff. That is really cool, and I'm going to do that because I find it. Well, you seen we started the video, and I've got all these things open. I'm like, hold on, let me do this, let me do this. Well, if I do that, I
Yep.
won't have to worry about it. I'll be organized right on the fly. That's really cool, dude. Really
Yep,
cool.
you just shove all this stuff that you don't need right away off to a different desktop, and
Yeah.
make sure that everything turns out right under multitasking in your Windows settings.
Right.
Set
Right.
it up where you only see the applications that you had put on a particular desktop, because there is a way that you can actually set it up where all of your desktops will be merged in the tab order. And you don't want that. You only want to alt tab between the things on your desktop, and it'll make it a lot easier to deal with things.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's after you create them. You want to make sure you got it in the correct list view, right? Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, so like, if you, under multitasking in Windows, if you tell it, only show me the applications on the desktop that they are placed in. Okay, so let's say you have 2 desktops. You have one for your P3D First Officer and a notepad file with your flight plan info in it. This is how I do it.
Yeah.
You have desktop 2 for all of your other add-ons like Active Sky or Rex Weather, FS Airlines, maybe a
All that
website.
other bullshit.
In the second.
Yeah.
Yep. Off on the second desktop. So now let's say you're in the first desktop setting up First Officer, and you are going to be alt-tabbing between your notepad file and the First Officer. Well, Simulator's in that tab order too. But the nice thing is, if you're doing this setup with First Officer, you're not going to see FS Airlines, Active Sky, Rex Weather, your website, Team Talk, OBS, all this other stuff, because it's not on desktop 1, it's on desktop 2.
Right.
Now if you're on desktop 2, you're gonna see things like for like FS Airlines and OBS and website and whatever else have you, but you will not see First Officer, your notepad, or your simulator.
So to be able to set that the way that
And
it
so
shows it, you do that in the when you do the Windows tab, you adjust it there, right?
So, in order to set it up where you only see the applications on the particular desktop that has focus, you need to go into multitasking settings in Windows settings.
Uh-huh.
So it's Windows plus I and then type in multitasking
Okay. Gotcha.
in the search bar. And then if you hit down arrow, it will give you a bunch of different multitasking
Different
options. One of them should be, yeah, one of them should be the one you're looking for.
Okay.
But
there you go, guys. There's
just a way to keep your simming,
Yeah.
just a way to keep your simming desktop or your work desktop clean.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. I like that. Let me. Okay, I'm on the 7. I'm just gonna get to the top here. Okay, so I'm at the very, very top aft overhead is where I'm sitting. So you tell me
Alright,
what to do
so
and I'll do it. Besides rob a bank, I'm not doing that.
let me get to mine. Yeah. Yeah, right. Alright, let's see. So, you need to go to center overhead.
Yeah, is there a way to get to
Just
that?
type the letter C.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, just type the letter C.
Okay, it says collapsed. I guess you want me to right arrow, correct? And open it.
Yep, open it.
Alright, we are open.
Down
It
arrow to
says 0.
anti-ice.
Okay. Anti-ice, 1 of 1. Dun dun dun.
Now, there is 2 ways to get around in this. You can tab all the way around, which you can very well do, and we will do that. The other more profitable thing with this big, huge, monstrous beast is to use hotkeys, which we will get into after we tab all the way around and
Now,
play with some of the buttons.
before we tab or do anything, I want to tell you guys, and me and Andy was talking about this, and I feel like it's a necessary thing to bring up. When you're in the different windows, so the aft overhead, the overhead, the center, each one of them have hotkeys, and each one of them can have the same identical hotkey as another panel. That's important to remember, because if you want to use that hotkey,
Yep.
you got to be on that panel. Okay? Because someone asked, you know, one of the questions I seen was, do the default hotkeys, are they going to interfere with hotkeys on the Windows? Answer is no, they're not. Because that's a different kind of hotkey. The hotkey you use from the sim window is different from using the hotkeys on the panel windows. Did I answer that right, Andy?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure
Yep.
people realize
So
that.
for an example, if the electrical panel and the anti-ice panel have Alt-1 as a hotkey, neither one of them will interfere with each other because the hotkey considers what has focus. So if the electrical
Right.
panel has focus, it will do whatever it's supposed to do in the electrical panel. If the anti-ice has focus, it will do what it's supposed to do in there.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so there you go, guys.
So,
Now you know.
let's
All right.
tab. So let's play.
Okay, go to tab.
So if you this is where the fun begins.
Bear with me a second. It's okay, here we go. It's just being laggy. NVDA is for some reason tonight. Alright, left side window heat off button.
Yep, mine says on, but it doesn't matter.
Left forward window heat off button. Right is off. Of course, I only got the power going here. We didn't do no startup or nothing.
Well, yeah. So you got right forward button,
Yep, right side window.
and you got the right side. Yep. Here you go. This is something you've never seen before.
Probe heat.
Whoops. I just turned mine off. Probe heat, you have number 1 and number 2. Bet you didn't know that.
Oh, no, I thought there was only one.
No, there's 2 probes.
Okay. Well, now we got them on. Both of them. Oh, wow. Alpha vane light off. Pitted. Wow.
Yep, we'll get into those a little bit later.
And we got wing anti-ice off button. We can turn it on, I guess.
Yep.
Anti-ice is on.
You got your engine anti-ice, number 1 and 2.
Yep, one is off. My MD's being a little slow, I apologize. Number 2 is off. Now it's on, just for the heck of it. Tab it again. This is really cool, man. This is good stuff.
And then you have the window heat for window heat indicators.
Yep. Window heat
Then once you
indicator
get past
grouping.
those, you're gonna have you're gonna have overheat indicators.
So guys, these are all the indicators. And you know what? I bet you they're probably not hearing the reader now that I think about that. But we're explaining as we go, so they'll know what we're talking about. Here, I will put NVDA on screen on line 2 so y'all can hear it. 'Cause that's just taking away the whole purpose. NVDA Control S, I think. Come on, NVDA. I know you're being slower than a turtle today. I don't know why. Here we go. Audio output device. We're going to go down to line 2. Then you guys can hear what's going on. You know, technology can really throw curveballs at you, can't it? It's being a
Yep.
butt hinder. No, we don't want ducky mode. It's being a pain in the butt. Bear with me, you guys, just for a minute. We'll get this straightened out. I'm gonna do something real quick. I don't know why it's being so silly, but it is. Alright. It's being weird with the 737 panel. I don't know. Hold on. let's just do the next best thing and just restart NVDA. Sometimes it has a hiccup. Just restart it and solve the problem. It's always when I don't need NVDA to act up, it doesn't. But when I need NVDA to work, that's when it acts up, it seems like.
Of course, yeah. I've had that be like that too.
Being a bit of a... I'll tell you what, while I'm working on NVDA, go ahead and talk to these guys about this panel so they know we're not just leaving them in the dark here while I'm trying to fix this.
Yeah. Yeah, okay,
It's
so...
being a butthead.
Yeah. So... we will go on to the 4 overheat indicators, and these are for the windows. And you have left side overheat, left forward overheat, right forward overheat, right side overheat. Now if we tab into the next group, you have captain's indicators and first officer's indicators. So we'll cover captain's indicators first. You have captain's pitot heat indicator. You have the left elevator indicator, left alpha vane indicator, which is the left pitot heat, a temp probe, and the first officer is a group. You have first officer pitot heat indicator. You have the right elevator indicator.
Off.
Okay, now they can hear my
Right
reader.
alpha vane indicator.
Let me get on what you're talking about
737 cockpit.
here. Right, alpha
Captain
vane.
side indicators grouping. Captain's pivot heat indicator off. Captain pivot heat.
Okay, I'm on.
Yeah, we're on the right alpha vane.
Okay, I was on Captain Pitted Heat.
Window overheat indicators grouping. Right side overheat indicator off.
Right side overheat indicator heat
Right
off.
forward overheat indicator off.
Vane.
Left forward overheat indicator off. Left side overheat indicator off. Window heat indicator grouping. Right side window heat indicator. Right forward window heat indicator off.
Where's the vane?
Left forward window heat indicator off. Left side window heat.
First officer.
Engine anti-ice grouping. Engine number 1 anti-ice. Wing anti-ice on.
Okay, here we go.
Probe heat grouping. Probe heat number. Window heat
I'm
grouping.
just
Right
going
side.
to it, you guys.
Right forward.
You guys are hearing a lot of stuff because there is a lot of stuff here.
Left side window heat. Panels 3.
Okay.
Cowl indicators grouping. Cowl number 2 anti. Cowl number 1
Okay, so we're on
valve indicators grouping. Valve number 2 indicator.
valve number 2.
Right alpha vane.
Looking for right up.
Oh, you went past
Valve
it.
number 1 indicator.
Yeah,
F
it
slash
went
O indicator.
too far. I'm going back up to it. Shift tab.
Right alpha vane. Right elevator
Here we
pivot.
go.
Right alpha vane indicator off.
Right alpha vane indicator off.
Yep. Yep.
All right.
And then you have
Okay,
auxiliary
indicator off.
pitot heat.
Right alpha vane indicator. O pivot indicator off.
It says O. When I do tab from
It says
right,
O pitot.
yeah.
Right alpha vane indicator. O pivot indicator off.
Okay, okay, it's
Yeah,
so
it's
fast.
the auxiliary
Okay.
pitot
OPO,
heat.
Okay.
Valve indicators grouping. Valve number 1 indicator
Then
open.
you
Captain pivot heat.
have anti-ice valves from number 1 and 2.
Yep,
Valve number 2 indicator open.
yep. It says number 2 is open.
Then you
Valve
have the
number 1 indicator
cowl.
open. Captain. Valve number 2 indicator.
Okay.
Cowl indicators grouping. Cowl number 1 anti-ice indicator off.
Then you have
Number-
cowl anti-ice.
Yep.
1
it
and
says
2.
Off.
Cowl number 2 anti-ice indicator off.
Off.
Cowl valve number 1 indicator open.
Then you have cowl valves 1 and
So
2.
it shows the valves are open. I wonder if that's what puts out the heat for the anti-ice, the valves. I don't know, but
Cowl valve number 2 indicator open.
Number 2 is open.
And then if you go past
Panel
cowl
preview. Anti-ice on the 1 level 1.
valves, mine are closed.
Yep, and then I'm back on.
Window heat proofing.
The
Panel
tree
preview.
view.
Anti-ice 1 to 1 level 1.
Yep, the tree view. And
Okay,
these all have
so
hotkeys.
for the
That's what excites
hotkeys.
me. Yep.
Yep, so, alright. Alt W.
Alt W.
Window heat proofing. Left side window heat off button.
Window left side.
Takes you
is
to the
off.
window heat group.
Yep.
Yep, takes you to the window heat group.
Okay.
Alt P is in Papa, takes you to the pitot heat
Probe
group.
heat proofing. Probe heat number 1 on button.
Yep, probe heat. 1 is on.
Yep. Alt E takes you to the engine anti-ice.
Engine anti-ice
Core
proofing. Engine
wing.
number 1 anti-ice on button.
Got a left out.
You got a
But you can always shift tab from press E, and your wing anti-ice does not have a hotkey, but you can always shift tab from the engine ice if
right
you
here,
do Alt
shift
E.
tab.
Just do shift tab.
Wing anti-ice on button.
Yeah, wing anti-ice.
And
is
then
on. Okay.
Alt number 1.
Window
the
heat
window
indicator proofing.
heat
Left side window heat
indicators.
indicator off.
Yep, left side is Alt 1.
Window overheat indicators proofing. Left side overheat indicator
Alt
off.
number 2 is the overheat
Wow, man.
indicators.
Captain side indicators proofing. Captain's pitted heat indicator off. Captain pitted heat.
Alt 3 is captain side indicators.
Yep.
Alt 4 is first officer's
F/O indicators
indicators.
proofing. F/O pitted indicator off. Captain pitted heat.
Wow, that is so cool. Okay.
Alt 5 is the valves.
Valve indicators proofing. Valve number 1 indicator open. Captain pitted heat.
Yep, number 1.
And Alt 6 is the cowl
Cowl indicators proofing.
indicators.
Cowl number 1 anti-ice indicator off.
Yep, number 1 anti-ice indicator is off. So you got Alt W,
And there you go.
Alt E,
Alt,
Alt P, right?
yep.
For this
Alt
panel.
W, Alt P, yeah, Alt W, Alt P is in Papa, Alt E is in Echo,
Yep.
and then the numbers 1 through 6.
Now, does it matter where you're at on them hotkeys if you did like Alt W or Alt P and then did Alt 1 or Alt 2 or Alt 3? Do you got to be focused on that specific area?
So let's see. No, you can be anywhere on an indicator, in an indicator group, on a button.
So, like right now, you
Yeah, it
got
doesn't matter.
Window heat proofing. Left side window heat
we're
off button.
on left side window heat with Alt W. I'm gonna do Alt 3 and watch. Alt 3.
Captain side indicators proofing.
Captain
Captain's pitted
side
heat indicator off.
indicator
Captain pitted heat.
grouping. Captain pitted heat. That is so cool, man. That's awesome. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, and you might even be wanting to ask, is there other things to do with ice? Is what you're going to ask. And everything that he showed here is all the ice stuff. So that covered the wings, that covered the windows, that covered the heat. It covered all of it. I can't think of anything that wouldn't be in here to do with ice.
Nope.
What is that called? What is the... I can't think what it's called, but it's a it's what the air goes through, and if it
It's
If
the
it-
pedo.
yeah, the pedo, and that's on there as you guys see.
Yeah, they're all there.
So
Yep, they're all there.
does that mean if one of these was froze over, the indicator light would indicate that here, or would that be another area for like another technical type of light?
That should be there.
Oh yeah, 'cause if you got them on and one of them froze up, it's gonna show that it's off.
The light would go out.
Right.
Yep, the light would go out.
That is so cool, man. I can't believe, you guys, that we are on week 8. Time has just zoop, flew by. I mean, it has went by fast, really fast. I bet Andy's fingers are feeling it about right now, right, Andy?
Yeah, right. My brain is feeling it. Whoa!
I said what? I'm good. Hold on, guys. We gotta.
I hit wrong. Oh boy. I hit the wrong button. Hold on.
That was our that was our mascot. Don't pay no attention to him. It's the little mini me.
Yes. Little mini me.
Oh,
You sound like you're 2 inches tall.
yeah, like a little gremlin or something. My hand hit the button. I didn't mean to do that. Picture's too close to my keyboard.
That's funny.
Guys, we want to see your questions, your thoughts, your comments. We want to see that stuff in the comment section. I will be opening chat back up, not tonight because we're only streaming it on YouTube, and I don't have the actual stream viewing on my end. Usually what I go through is a restream, and I'll be streaming to Facebook, the BVI Pilot Facebook, the Twitch, the Twitter, all that at once, and then it's got a chat client, and I can get messages from any of that stuff. So that's why I can't do the chat tonight. But I'm sure Andy would like to see at least thoughts. We're not asking for you to throw down 20 new ideas, but if you got a thought, an idea, a suggestion, I mean, feel free to throw it in the comment section. It does not mean that puts you at the top of the list. Like, oh, I left the comment there, so I'm going to get that done first. No. It's just giving you another spot where you can, communicate and carry conversation. Start a discussion.
Yep.
As my instructor says in college. The first day I went to college, she said, the one thing that you're going to notice while you're in college the whole time is that you're going to have discussions in every class you take. And let me tell you what. Well, Andy, you would know. I've had discussion assignments in every class, every week. I had to reply to the main discussion, and then I had to reply to 2 other people every week. Yeah, put that.
There was one class that well, here's a good one for you. So when I was in one of my classes, we had forum posts we had to do every other week, and we had replies. So like it was forum posts, original threads, every odd week of class, and replies to every evened week of class. And it was one of these things where I about died when I saw it. Says something like, one of the forum posts at the beginning of class was something like, give your viewpoints on management structure and style of businesses you find around you.
Oh boy.
Minimum word count Yeah, minimum word count 1,800 words.
Oh my God. Yeah, I must say that I've never been real big on writing like English and all that stuff. It's never been my thing. But since I've been in college, now when I had to write, it's just like, oh, okay. I used to hate writing.
Yeah.
It's not so bad. Well, I'm just going to tell you right now, the one thing that I don't like, I never have, I never will, never intend on liking. And this is probably going to give you a stomach cramp, Andy, but can I get a hashtag work cited? Work cited is the worst, man. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Anyways, those of you, I am curious. Now, this is not something Andy said, hey, bring this up, but I'm going to bring it up. Those of you that maybe have grabbed the previews and used it, when you join us back here next week or even on the comment section here, I'm curious to know your thoughts on it so far. I love it. I think that, having all these things gives us this is what we've been wanting. We want to be able to simulate everything about the plane in every way that we can. And, well, we asked for it. Now we're getting it. A lot of buttons. A lot of lights.
Well, I have a break because hydraulics is next. It's literally 8 controls and indicators combined.
8 controls and then 8 lights.
Yeah, so there's there's four control, there's 4 hydraulic switches, and there are, I believe, 6 indicators.
Oh, for them hydraulics, okay.
Yeah, cause you have electrical hydraulic pump number 1 and 2, and you have engine pump number 1 and 2.
Your elevators.
You have the lights for those, and then you have the lights for those, and then you have the 2 overheat lights.
Oh, is the elevator controls in there too for your elevators?
Electrical, yes.
Okay.
That will be your control surfaces,
So
the
those
elevators,
overheat.
ailerons, flaps.
You're going to get the lights.
Yep.
You know what's cool about
Hydraulic
it?
overheat.
You could turn on turn on your thing in your sim to where damages can occur. I kind of messed with it the other day, but I feel like as soon as you activate it, it instantly almost gives you a problem.
Probably.
I don't know. There's got to be a setting where it doesn't just give you one random just for fun, but gives you one if you do something, rough to the aircraft. But my point is, you could turn that on and really get a good idea of how important these lights are, Again, if you do that, and you break your plane or something, don't come back saying, well, Andy, you guys said to turn it on and test it out. No, don't do that. Because this is all preview builds and no support right now. Just saying.
Nope.
Not that anybody will do that, but I just
Well,
had to be sarcastic.
hoping that I can actually finish the center overhead by Friday, but you'd think I get a small little break with the hydraulics panel, and you'd think that I thought anti-ice was dangerous.
Yeah.
Air systems is worse. Air systems is worse.
Oh, boy.
I got a migraine just looking at it.
So you got air
It's
systems
worse.
coming up after electrical, don't you?
After hydraulics, yeah, and that'll be
Yeah.
the end of the center overhead.
Oh my gosh. I bet there is a lot to
Believe
the
it,
air.
guys. Yeah, you have air temperature gauges, you have airflow switches, you have outflow valves, inflow valves, cargo temperature indicators, you have thermoduct indicators,
Oh
and
my
yeah.
god. Man, I bet you're glad for this
You
little
got-
break you're getting, like.
you get 3 cabin, you get 2 cockpit air switch selector switches, you get
You know,
three cabin air switch selector
think of it this
switches.
way though, Andy. If you ended up doing the easy one that's coming up, and if you ended up doing that this week, you could cut yourself a break all next week, because you'd literally be a week ahead if you end up coming out with another one on Friday. If you think about it.
Well, see, I'm hoping if I can get the hydraulics done tomorrow, because that's just a fast wham bam and there you go.
Yeah, so there's week 9 for you.
Well, and then right.
Oh man.
And then if I can finish air systems by the end of Sunday,
Yeah.
that closes out center overhead, and that means that will finish week 8, and it will also mean pushing a new build, a new preview build. That
Oh.
fixes all of the stuff that was in the first preview build, and gives all of the stuff that is not been released in the preview build yet.
Yeah. That's.
Then week 9, hoping this is actually the case, week 9 will be very short.
Yeah.
Because week 9 will be very short, because if I remember right, I'm not looking at it right offhand, but if I remember right, we have the bottom overhead, and once that is done, the entire overhead is finished.
I'm pretty sure the bottom is all your lights and stuff, isn't it? Going across the.
I believe bottom overhead is like all of the lights, like cabin lights and all this other stuff. Panel lighting, flood lighting, all that kind of stuff. It might have the HGS in it.
Oh yeah. That's amazing. You know, and the cool thing to think about, you guys, and I was talking to my pilot friend about this. He said the interesting thing is no, physically we've not been able to like put our hands on these buttons and know where they're at, but in our mind we're gonna know a general idea of where these buttons are, and if you was in the real cockpit, you would know, okay, well that's the bottom upper panel. So you'd know it's going to be buttons on the bottom of the upper panel. Like going all the way across. You know, left to right or whatever.
Yep.
Or
Yep.
the center panel, you know, you would know by touching it that, okay, here's the center panel. Well, here's, you know, you're not going to know positioning because, you know, we don't know what position these buttons are on the panel, but we would roughly have an idea, I do believe, because I'm pretty sure if it goes down the list and program these, it probably goes from like left to right or up and down.
Yeah, I'm
like
not
a row. I
sure.
don't know, but either way, you're going to know, like, okay, man, like, picture it, you're in a real cockpit. You would know, like, oh, we're going to touch that panel. That's got the, you know, the engines on it, or it's got this or that. You know, just a thought of something to think about, how technically we would have a really good idea of where we're at. It's amazing. I don't know PMDG matches their stuff. I don't know. Does Airbus match their stuff like what the Airbus shows? Is that the way it really is in the real?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the way it shows up in the real airplane.
Yeah, and good news, guys. The Airbus is coming out in 1 month. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I don't think
Get
so.
everybody excited about that one, huh? Look, I will be glad when the Airbus does come out, but it's going to be a while, unfortunately, folks. We still got all the work for this. Then what was decided? The 7.4 is next, or triple?
So this is 77
777's next.
is next.
7.4 is after that, and then after that, then maybe Airbus
After that,
or the other one. I'm not sure.
I think it's going to be Airbus when it comes to airplane series.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I'm looking at a question in front of me. This was from last week, and I didn't get a chance to ask you. It says, I know that we put a lot of focus into the 737, the 74, and the 777. My question is, after all that, and let's say that the Airbus gets completed, will you guys ever be focusing on any of these smaller airplanes? I know it's not the most popular thing, but we do enjoy flying them from time to time. Will this be an option for us at all in the future? If so, do we have a guesstimate? I could probably answer that, but I'm gonna let you.
All I can say is right now, the easiest way to put it is I can't tell you.
See, guys, the thing is, with Jason kind of doing stuff in the background a little bit, he works a lot. But if he didn't, I would almost bet that he would work on them smaller, at least a few of them. Because we used to have a couple of them. And here's the thing. You can still fly the little ones. You can load the older TFM and fly them small ones. It would still work. I don't see why it wouldn't. I know they're a pain in the butt because you got to move all them files, and I don't remember how to do it, but that would be what I would do if I really got to where I wanted to fly the Bonanza or, anything like that. So, Andy, anything else before we end this and I go shove food down my throat? What else do you got for any announcements? Anything you want to let everybody know? Questions, comments, concerns?
Again, preview is at your own risk. No support until the official build. We are going to try and keep it to preview releases after every major panel section or panel, depending on how small or large they are.
If you break it, you gotta fix it. Boo boo.
Yeah, that wasn't nice, Mini-Me. You stay in the studio. Go on, get out of here. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, well, brat, but
I know.
yeah, it's at your own risk if you use it. Report bugs in GitHub, issue Q. Support is still going on for the official release. You can send support questions and things through the website on the contact us page, and at some point, probably in the moderate future, we will have a surprise for everyone, but I'm not allowed to talk
I like
about it.
surprises. Tell me now. Tell me now. I wanna know now.
Enough. Go away.
Damn, Mini-Me, stay the hell out of here. No, but seriously, I like surprises. I mean, that's exciting. I think we've came a long ways, guys, and I just want to take the time to thank Andy for his dedicated work that he has put into this. I will be releasing some information on the next video. I'm going to start sharing a link. Donations, if you have any, they would be appreciated. For it does take time to do this stuff, and it's been a dedicated thing, and he's been very dedicated these last 7-8 weeks. He's really been tackling it, and I think every little dollar counts. And if it's $5, that's it's all appreciated, and it all goes to Andy and Jason. For Jason does some stuff in the background a little bit as well, but how they do, how they decide to split that up, that's up to them. But start next week off with a link where you guys can donate to the TFM project and just show your support. There's been some of it donated in the past, and we did it with nothing but pleasure and being thankful for having someone work on a program, because otherwise, guys, we'd still be stuck on
that stupid FS tramp.
Exactly. Thank you, Mini-Me, for
get out of
putting
here,
that out there
dude.
for me. But
We gotta
would
name him. You have to name him.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. I might think about that. We are gonna come up with the name of the little shit. But yeah, we'd be stuck with the
You
FS
can call him
Tramp.
Dino Tramp.
Dino Tramp. We're gonna call you little Dynamite.
If you do that, I'm gonna send you boys to play with someone you're not gonna like. Oh.
You start, buddy. Shut your... Oh, anyways. No, but seriously, donations, we'll put that link up next week. And Andy would be really, thankful that you guys are... The dollar amount doesn't matter. It's the thought. It's the thought that counts. And again, Andy, thanks for your dedicated work on this. I appreciate it. And I'm saying that from the BVI community to you and Jason. I know Jason can't do a lot right now, but he's still in the background, guys, behind closed doors, probably drinking a lot of beer, eating a lot of chips, and not sharing. But what can I say? Thanks a lot, Jason.
He's actually administrator right now.
Thanks for
Project
not sharing
administrator.
Your beard, Jason.
Will you shut your mouth and
Get
just
out.
stay out of our studio? No, but anyways, guys, we appreciate all of you. Be sure to give us a thumbs up. Tap on that subscribe button if you will, and join us here at BBI Pilots. Our subscriber count is going up, and what can I say?
Locked folder.
It takes time to get more.
MSFS 55 mixed 71
Someone
of
has their
76.
day. You don't got that many subscribers. Well,
Microsoft Teams 31 of my recording shortcut. MSFS 50 mixed. Microsoft my recording shortcut 52.
it takes time. It
My
really
recording. My
does.
recording
It's
with
a lot.
TMDGP 7.
The work that Andy
Item type,
does
MP4.
on TFM, I'm going to tell you, I do a lot of work with YouTube, and
Introduction. 5 video opener 1.mp.
it's
2022 07 12 16.
there's a lot to
5
it.
video opener 1.mp.
There really is.
Item type
So,
MP. Introduction.mp4. 5 video opener.
anyways, Andy, I appreciate you being
Item
here.
type MP3.
Guys, until next time, be sure, like I
Yep.
said, give us a thumbs up, tap on that subscribe button. If you've not joined the channel yet, be sure to set your notifications to always so that you don't miss any videos that we publish or when we go live. Until next time, y'all keep the blue skies up. We'll talk to you real soon.
Now playing. Episode section 2.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless. A sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life
Stop stream. Dialog. You will not. Yes button. No button.